have you guys experienced a big difference since the Oscar nomination and how the band is received, or how many requests are coming in for other films, or does it feel about the same, or is there a marked difference, or does it feel about the same?
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, we are, or to a large extent, we are insulated very purposefully from a lot of things because we have an amazing management team who helps us to stay focused on what really matters
Hmm.
um, and stay really intentional about our path forward as a band and as individuals. We A lot of things are vetted before they get to us with respect to opportunities, whether it's scoring or other things. I guess I'll say that it feels wonderful to be for it feels it's wonderful that the score along with the film, of course, was acknowledged for what it is, and it's a project that we love and that we've devoted a really big part of ourselves to, and so we can't help but feel so um, honored by the nominations and the all the awards that the film has received, especially in light of the fact that we not once in the entire process did we even think or speak or whatever about the idea of awards. It was
Right.
just um, you know and I'm honestly, I'm really glad if somehow someone started to feel it, that with someone with a lot more experience or could sense it coming from an industry perspective. Like, I'm glad no one said anything.
Hmm.
I know
Hmm.
I think that would have there was a kind of naivete that and a kind of, I don't know, like this kind of like simplicity in the process of trying to make just try to do as great a job as possible, just trying to make this thing as vibrant and wonderful as we could make it. And it wasn't because we were chasing awards or anything like that.
Of
And
course.
as such, the biggest reward that remains now and will always remain is just that we made this. It's the
Yeah.
film itself and the family around it, the family and people and the experience that we had, and honestly, that we'll continue to have in the glow of this film, which um, is big and beautiful and awesome and ugly and terrible and great and all the things.
All the things, everything, everywhere, all at once. Well, thanks you
It's
guys so
funny, like
much. Yeah.
Rafiq, as you were talking about, like returning to the stage. I think something that's very interesting about us as a band is that we began on stage. And then we underwent a process of discovering ourselves as a band in the studio, and then went through cycles of rediscovering ourselves as a band on stage. And we've continually refined and altered our process, both in the studio and on the stage and on stage. Um, and then we went through a long process of discovering ourselves as a team of scoring composers. Um, and now we're in the process of rediscovering ourselves as a live band. And
So cool.
I'm really thankful for that kind of continual, um, metamorphosis and rediscovery. And I don't know, I can't help but think that it makes us, um, somewhat unique as a band. Um, and I'm really thankful for it.
For sure. Um, well, I heard a rumor you all are going to launch Qasim Naqvi on the show, and I was hoping that this might be a nice time to bring him in to join our conversation.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Let's welcome Qasim to the show. So happy you're here. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, you can thank your friends at Son Lux
Yes.
who recommended you to talk to and talk about during the show, and we're so very we're so grateful because now we've discovered your music. How do you all know each other?
Where did we meet? I guess it was, who did I meet first? I guess it was you, right, Rafiq?
Probably like me or Ian, probably. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think the first time I met you was in the context of a show at Littlefield. There were probably more people in bands at that show than there were in the audience.
Yeah, that was one of our more well one of our more well-attended concerts, even though there were four people in the audience
Oh my
at the
God.
time. And then, we went on tour together and I don't know if it was just one time or but yeah, we've just been in each other's orbits and we've sort of been uh, enjoying and respective and what am I saying? Enjoying and appreciating everyone's kind of musical outputs and congrats, by the way, with the movie and all that stuff. There's not enough time to go into the details of the that whole experience. Though
It's
I'm
just banana.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess to clarify, Rain, like Qasim was in a band is in a band called Donna
Well,
Midi.
we're all was yeah.
A great band called Donna Midi that we toured with. Son Lux toured with. We did some U.S. dates, and we also were part of like a traveling festival in the Netherlands, I believe. That was
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
those
that's
two
right.
things. Yeah. So it was like two different chunks where we got to kind of see each other play a bunch, and I mean, I remember all three of us were totally floored by that. You know, Donna Midi's album, like the last album, Just Know Me, that came out, but then since then have been following Qasim's work, and it's been really beautiful to check out over the past number of years. You've put out a lot of music.
Hey, if you like that video, you can see the whole thing at our Patreon page. That's right, just hit the link that you're seeing on the screen right now, and it'll take you there. And you can become a patron today and help us keep launching new artists and bringing left of center art and activism to a wider audience. And can't wait to see you soon.